Today we are going to discuss knowledge sheet number 164 of Intimate Note to the Sincere Seeker, and that knowledge sheet name is Ego is an Atom. Ego is just that tiny atom inside you, and it identified as whatever it become associate with. If it get associate with matter, it get identified as body. If it get associate with self, it get identified as infinite space, infinite self. If it get associate with being, it get identified as infinite self. If that tiny atom present within you get associate with matter or material thing, it become mundane. If that tiny atom called as ego get associated with the being or self, it become divine. If it get associated with the being, you can call it as Shakti. It get Shakti or energy when it get associated with the self. In atomic reactor, there is only one small tiny atom that called as atom. It get exploded. Inside you too, that same tiny atom present within you that recognized as ego get explode. Moment it get explode, it become light of self. So usually you say I am miserable or I am happy. Turn that ego being associated with material things, mundane things or matter into its association with self, you can call, or being, you can call. Yes. So this is very beautiful knowledge sheet here, where Gurudev is trying to say ego, that I, you call it as I or ego, that is just one small atom that is present within you, and the ego becomes whatever it get associate with. That's the point. If it get associate with matter, it identified as body. Yes, and if it get associate with being, it identified as higher self. If it get associate with the matter, it become mundane. And if it get associate with the self, it become divinity. If it get associated with being, it gets energy. It becomes energy. Yes. So here we call like ego, ego, ego. But how ego, identifies in human being, that's important. Yes, if the ego, that I present within you, that we call it as small atom present within you, when it can associate with the matter, any materialistic thing, any material activity, it identified as your body. That's the point. And that identification of the ego is not that much positive. We say, oh, he is very egoistic or something, isn't it? That person is very egoistic. And that ego is harmful. We cannot say harmful in the sense because it is associated with the matter and the body only. If that ego itself converts and it get associated with the being and self, then it itself become the energy. That's the whole point. The point is here, like an atomic reactor, one small atom get exploded and that energy becomes in that energy get generated in that atomic reactor. In same way, the atom, the tiny atom that we are calling ego is need to get exploded. Moment it get exploded, then it become light of yourself. That's the whole point. So here Gurudev is saying, if that your I, that ego get associated with matter, you become miserable. And if that ego, that I, that small part, tiny particle, tiny